Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel, to my videos, and getting personal readings from me. If you are interested in a personal reading, the link to my website is in the description below, as well as the link to my Instant Go page if you just need a few tarot cards to answer your question. So I hope you all had a great weekend, and if you're feeling a bit sluggish from the eclipse, hopefully that's wearing off a bit for you. I actually had a quite busy Saturday and I wasn't expecting it, so I felt very tired but feeling better today. So I wanted to do an energy reading for the Divine Masculine. And I've just been getting a lot of kind of feelings and signs about the Divine Masculine going on. So what I wanted to do for this reading is I wanted to focus on the inner feelings, like inner feelings / inner fears that's going on within the Divine Masculine, because something that that comes through in my readings, and I'm sure that Divine Masculine are going through, and then Divine Feminine also pick up on, is kind of that fear, anxiety that comes up, that feeling that oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, conflicting feelings that come up as well. So I wanted to kind of zone in on what those inner fears are that's Divine Masculine are experiencing right now. What are they surrounding, really? So in order to do that, I'm going to be using my Tarot of Dreams deck, which I've really been loving using lately, as well as I have a few on the side, like my Rider-Waite and my Crystal Vision, of course. So we'll just start with this and we'll see what's going on. So what's the inner fears and inner kind of emotional conflict that the Divine Masculine is going through right now? Inner fears Divine Masculine is going through right now. Okay. And I'm thinking about, I think one of the things that's coming for the Divine Masculine is like definitely fear of rejection, but also there's a lot of like, I feel like there's some like self-worth things going on right now for the Divine Masculine. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Magician reverse. So there's definitely fear over being able to make something happen, being able to manifest something, being able to change his life in general to what his or her life in general to what they want it to be. But also regarding the Divine Feminine, there's some fear, really deep, like emotional fear, like, oh my gosh, what if I can't fix this? What if I can't get this back to a state it was in the past? What if I don't have enough? What if I don't know what to do? What if I try and it's just a big fail? And underneath the Magician reversed, we have the Hermit reversed, we have the Palace of Swords, and we have the Lovers. So it's like the fear that, okay, now I know how I feel regarding my twin. I'm ready to take action, but what if my action fails? What if I take the wrong thing? What if I don't do enough for my feminine? What if my feminine has expectations of me being able to manifest something and I'm not able to do it? I'm not able to manifest physical things. I'm not able to manifest the emotional things that the divine masculine feels the divine feminine needs? And also, what if I feel like the divine masculine is like, what if I'm not able to manifest and create the relationship that I want to have, that I feel like my divine feminine wants to have? It's like, do I have enough to make the moves, to make the changes that I know I need to make, that I feel guided to make, and that I feel my divine feminine may want me to make? And some of the expectations regarding the divine feminine that the divine masculine are going through regarding this inner fear, some of it's not real. Some of it's just perception. Some things, it's like they know they need to make some changes, or that they should do some things. But other expectations that they're associating with the divine feminine are not necessarily things that the divine feminine is feeling and expecting and wanting from the divine masculine. So let's see. So I'm just going to take 3 cards. And the song that I'm getting on Pandora right now is Earth, Wind, and Fire Reasons. And it talks about, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. It's like all of our illusions are just a parade. Our reasons start to fade. It's like the fear that we're going through, the fear of what we need to do, the fear of what we don't need to do regarding the divine feminine or regarding yourself, divine masculine. Those fears are always going to be there, but you have to just overcome them. You have to push beyond them once you realize that it is an illusion. Okay, so let's look at the first card. And again, these are the things that are like inner fears of the divine masculine that they're going through. Knight of Wands reversed. So again, like I was saying, with the Magician reversed here, it's like with the Knight of Wands reversed, it's like your fear that you're going to fall flat. There's a fear that you're not going to be able to go in and make a sprawling entrance, or not necessarily like a sprawling entrance, but fear that you don't have the energy, the ability, the things manifested enough to have a long-lasting connection with your divine feminine. Because, if the Knight of Wands is upright, it's like you're taking action, I'm going forward, I'm accomplishing my goal. So I feel like this is also bringing through a little bit of not taking action due to not lack of determination, but fear, self-confidence that you're not going to complete your goal. It's like the fear regarding your own self-confidence to complete your goal, to complete the changes you want to make to get to your divine feminine and elsewhere in your life. You're like, am I going to be able to do that? Will I make those changes, and will it actually give me the results that I'm wanting? Will it be okay for a month and then it's going to fall flat on its back or whatever? But because it is still the Knight of Wands, it's like, you need to kind of invest something. You have to put something forward, some effort forward. But it's like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not going to put enough effort, or it's not going to be received well, or even if it is received well, long lasting, it's not going to work out. And then you feel scattered, and then you feel self-conscious, and then you feel like, well, maybe it's not going to work out. Maybe I'm not enough. For some of you, this is Knight of Wands reverse is like the initial re-entry, reconnection with your divine feminine. And it's like, you want to come in, you want to kind of sweep your divine feminine up and be like, this is what we're going to do. But you don't know what to do. You don't know what that thing is you're going to offer to your divine feminine. You don't know what that passion, that desire that you're trying to describe and entice your divine feminine with. And because it's causing some fear, because it's causing anxiety and self-doubt and being self-conscious, it's like you are protecting, you're kind of going into your own shell, some of you, and protecting yourself instead by not going forward. And it's a fear of between feeling confident and it not going well, or being like, screw it, I'm just not going to try at all. So let's get some clarifying cards for this Knight of Wands reverse. So why is this Knight of Wands reversed here? Fear, inner fears of the Divine Masculine. Nine of Cups. Like I said, some of you are, bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. Some of you are thinking and wishing and like, okay, this is, I'm making my plan. I know what I need to do to make my Divine Feminine happy, to make me happy as well. But there's a fear that you're going to be kind of standing on the shore here, waiting to receive, waiting to receive the go-ahead from your Divine Feminine, ready to receive the, you did a great job. And you're not confident if you're going to be able to create that energy, if you're going to be able to create that kind of happiness from your Divine Feminine to give you the go-ahead to say, yeah, I feel so happy that you did this. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's get another card. Ooh. Strength reverse. So like I said, some of you, it's just that you don't feel separate from feeling like, well, what if my plan doesn't work with this Nine of Cups? Some of you are just feeling not confident. You feel like crippling, like fear, crippling, kind of overwhelming burden, because this is like Wands energy, that you're not going to be successful, burden that you don't know what to do going forward to your Divine Feminine. Bottom of the deck is the Death card reverse. So you're like, I want to move forward. I want to give this amazing offer. I want to come to my Divine Feminine the best way and have success. But I'm not sure if I'm doing it the right way. I'm not sure if it's even worth it, if it's going to be long lasting. Am I really just like prolonging the inevitable? Some of you Divine Masculine are thinking. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. It's like you want to just balance things with your Divine Feminine, but you feel so much fear, and you're trying to balance within yourself, I feel as well, this fear of failure, this fear of doing the wrong thing, this fear that it's not going to work out in the long run. You're working to balance it, but it's obviously, it's a lot to have to overcome. You're trying to leave behind this kind of oscillating nature, going through these highs of, yeah, I'm motivated, let me do this, versus I'm crippled in fear and I don't know what to do. So let's go on to the next card. So again, these are fears, the Moon. So some of you Divine Masculine, an inner emotional fear that you're going through right now has to do with secrets, has to do with lies, has to do with things that haven't been put out in the open regarding you and your Divine Feminine. Some of you are like deathly scared of having the conversation, having the exchange with your Divine Feminine, saying whatever it is you need to say, saying what the lies are, clarifying all of the miscommunications, clearing everything that was blurry, intentionally or intentionally. Also saying how you feel, because you haven't done it so far. You haven't had that, I really care about you, I really love you. You haven't had any of those type of conversations. And so it's like you're needing to overcome that fear. You're needing to overcome that fear, but you're so scared that if certain things are let out in the open, that maybe it won't work in your favor. And my computer is about to run out of storage, so I'm going to pause really quick so I can finish this reading. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, with this moon card for the Divine Masculine, I feel like it's really you having these really strong fears about being honest, about being vulnerable, about having, conversations about what's happened in the past, about having conversations about how you feel and about what you want, about letting your Divine Feminine in maybe a bit closer than you have before. For some of you, this fear with the moon, it's like you're a fear not just of letting someone become close to you, it's a fear of letting someone truly see who you are. Like if someone truly sees who you are, you're afraid that they're going to hurt you, that they could, whether it's now or later, that they could hurt you in some type of way. What is this moon card about? So the card that came out is the High Priestess. Like I said, I feel like this is a fear that if you let someone know everything about you, what are they going to do with that power? The High Priestess is aware, has the third eye chakra that's completely open. They have this higher knowing. Some of you Divine Masculine are really afraid of letting someone in to really know all the depths of yourself, all of the inner corners of yourself. Knowing whether it's the stuff from your past, dealing with your Divine Feminine, or just other things from your life. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands, because there are things you've been holding in within yourself, whether it has to do with your Divine Feminine or not. There are things you've just been holding on to, that you've been just holding these wands up, pushing them because that's what you do, because you don't want someone to become too close to you. Four of Pentacles reverse. Again, it's like that need to release, but a fear to release your true emotions, your true feelings and thoughts to your Divine Feminine. And this is beyond just the twin flame connection, like wanting to express yourself, express feelings, but I feel like just letting people know the inner hurts, the inner things about you that no one else knows. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you may have let people in before Divine Masculine and it ended up hurting you. Underneath that is the Page of Pentacles reverse and the Seven of Wands reverse and the Chariot upright. So I feel like you may have had a situation where you did let someone in. You did kind of let them get closer to you, but then it hurt you in some type of way, or it didn't work in your favor in some type of way, whether that person kind of used their knowledge against you or just used it to kind of put you down, which I do think is the case for some of you. Kind of using your past, using that vulnerable side you showed to someone against you. Then we have the Justice card. So Divine Masculine, it's like you know that in order to really manifest the connection you're wanting, in order to come into a certain level of harmony with your Divine Feminine, you know that you have to have this kind of balance. You have to balance talking about the things from the past. You have to balance speaking your truth in every way. But again, there's a fear that too much knowledge is going to be used against you, or too much being told to your Divine Feminine is going to be used against you. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So like I said, I do feel like someone from your past may have granted them that vulnerable access to you, but then it was somehow kind of turned out not so great. It was used against you in some way, or used to make you feel bad or feel doubtful of yourself, or put yourself down in some type of way. So let's go into the last card, which is going to be, let's see. Look at that. The Empress in reverse. Some of you Divine Masculine, this inner emotional fear that you're feeling lately, you fear that your Divine Feminine no longer wants you. You're really scared that, again, if you come forward to your Divine Feminine and try to manifest something, that your Divine Feminine is not going to want what you have to offer. Or that it won't be long-lasting enough to receive this harvest down the line. Some of you are really afraid that your Divine Feminine has moved on. Whether they're with a partner or not, you're afraid that they're just not going to be accepting of you. Some of you, and there's so much green here, and we have the food at the bottom when you look at it from the upright position. And holding a baby. I feel like Divine Masculine, you're not only fearful that your Divine Feminine won't accept you, but you're fearful that you can't start over. It's like, it's one thing for someone to say, okay, I forgive you, but it's another thing for someone to say, I forgive you and I want to build this back up with you. It's like you want things to be good, you want things to be fruitful, you want to have this new beginning, you want to have this baby together, you want to have this new chapter together. But you're unsure if your Divine Feminine is willing to give you that opportunity, to offer it to you, to offer and receive the positive abundance from your Divine Feminine and to create abundance together. What's this Empress card about for fears of the Divine? Two of Wands. Yeah, some of you are fear that you're ready to go to your Divine Feminine now. You're ready to go to your Divine Feminine, and there's fear that you're going to be left behind. That you're going to be left here holding the globe by yourself because your Divine Feminine has already started their new chapter without you. That they're not wanting to come back and receive you or go to you and receive this new chapter. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So for some of you, especially regarding communication, you're a bit hesitant as you're starting to communicate. If you haven't already, you're hesitant to come and communicate and be like... Some of you are afraid of going to your Divine Feminine, communicating and being like, I'm on this new journey, I'm on this new path, I'm a different person. Because some of you are like unsure if your Divine Feminine is going to believe you. Like, I don't know if there was lying involved for some of you before or mistruths happening. So you're unsure that if now that you're speaking your truth honestly and you're ready to go and be like, this is what's going on with me, is my Divine Feminine going to care? Are they going to believe me? Are they going to want to have this new chapter? Yeah, and underneath this Page of Swords is the Four of Wands reversed, the Nine of Swords reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So it's like you, Divine Masculine, you kind of worked your way out of the feeling of being separateness, worked your way out of the feeling of overthinking, and now you're to the point where you're ready to deal with the instability with you and your Divine Feminine. But you're unsure if you're just going to be sitting here on the shore waiting to show your Divine Feminine your new self, if they're going to receive you or not. What else is this Empress card about? Yep, Four of Swords and Five of Swords. So like I said, there may have been cheating, or there may have been lying or some type of cheating or betrayal involved. And following that, there was silence between you and your Divine Feminine. There was some type of pause in communication. And now that that's happened and that's completed or is coming towards the end of the cycle to be completely done with. It's like, now that I'm this Two of Wands, is my Divine Feminine going to care? Is my Divine Feminine going to receive me, receive what I have to say, be accepting? And if they are receive what I have to say, are they going to want to have this baby with me, have this new start with me? Because I know my Divine Feminine can be caring and nurturing, but are they going to be to the point where they're going to really offer themselves to me again, offer me an end into their life, offer me a beginning? Bottom of the deck for the Four of Swords and Five of Swords is the Queen of Swords reverse. So again, it's like there was some betrayal here that happened and led to an extended period of silence. And with that extended period of silence, it was like things were just cut off, and that's where the possibility for spinning of stories, and I feel like this is more for your Divine Feminine side, where because there was no communication, there's no silence, everything started to be called into question. So if, let's say if you're like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, and you lie, you didn't go to the grocery store, you went to hang out with a friend. Suddenly after that, there was no communication. There was no communication after that. And so then your Divine Feminine started questioning a lot of things. Being like, well, if you lied about that, what else could you have been lying about? So I'm going to be on, your Divine Feminine, am going to be on God. And the song, the reason I chuckled a little bit is Ain't No Sunshine. Talking about the lying and prolonged silence. Underneath the Queen of Swords reversed is this Page of Swords upright, Four of Wands reversed, Knight of Swords reversed again. So I feel like with some of you, Divine Masculine, part of your doubt is like, now that we have that time of extended period of silence, I don't know what my Divine Feminine's doing. I don't know if they're going to receive me. I don't know if there's someone else. I don't know if they'll care enough to want to try again or not. It's like you left something, you've moved on. This Five of Swords is looking at the Two of Wands. So it's like you know that there was something maybe shady or some mistruth or miscommunication or lies that happened. Again, probably connected to this Moon card of having fear of really letting everything out on the table. So now that you're ready to get your Divine Feminine back and show that you have kind of turned a new leaf, it's that fear still. Yeah, the Devil reversed. So it's like you're learning your lesson, or you already completely learned your lesson and have left a situation that you weren't happy in anyways, and we already knew that. But it's like now's the time to show and explain to your Divine Feminine that you've done this thing, that you've made this shift. And the song I have now is Here We Go by Trina. And it literally starts off with her saying, I can't even believe this, you're playing me. And I feel like it's like, why are you trying to contact me if I know that you're doing something wrong? That's the fear some of you Divine Masculine are having for sure. So let's get a card of advice for the Divine Masculine. Wow, Eight of Swords reversed. And I'm pretty sure we got this on the reading I did on Friday. Popping your own bubble, getting out of your own way. So the advice is release the bonds you're having on yourself regarding communication. Let the communication fly. Let it flow from you. Let it flow to you. And go from there. Let the secrets out. Let the overthinking, doubting yourself, feeling like you're not good enough, like you can't manifest enough, like there's something that your Divine Feminine wants from you that you wouldn't be able to offer. Let the overthinking regarding your Divine Feminine not accepting you or listening to or like taking your call. Let that go. I just saw 1414. So let those things go. Bottom of the deck is the Palace of Wands. So embrace your fiery energy, embrace your passion, channel that energy into making change, into making action in general, and also towards your divine feminine, because we clearly got that a lot in this reading. And underneath the Palace of Wands is 3 of Swords reversed, 2 of Coins reversed, 10 of Wands upright. So, get out of your mind. Focus on just one thing. Focus on channeling your energy in the exact way you want to. Don't let yourself talk yourself out of anything. Don't let your ego have that power or your mind have that power. Channel yourself through your heart and to your intuition. So that is the reading, Divine Masculine, for fears that's coming through. Let me know in the comments if you like this spread, if this resonates with what you've been feeling. Also Divine Feminine as well. And okay, and just really quickly, I just got Read Your Mind by Avant. And he starts off with saying, yes, don't close the door. I've been meaning to tell you this. You are more than a man could ever want. Okay, so Divine Masculine, go for it. Get out of your mind. Say exactly how you feel. Okay, thanks for watching my video. I will see you in the next one. If you're interested in a personal reading, link to the website's in the description. Link to my Instagram is also in the description.